And welcome back to the Santa Clara High School Broadcasting Network. I'm Andy Littlefield alongside.
Ashton Belina.
Good to be with you on this Friday afternoon. Got more varsity basketball action here between the MacDonald Condors and the Andrew Hill Falcons. Should be a good game.
Yes, sir, Andy. We're looking forward to an interesting game today. McDonald with the first possession of the game.
The Falcons will take the ball. Here's O. Moves it over to Barajas. And knocked out of bounds as Bierman will take the ball from the sideline. Bierman inbounds to Sayan. Sayan swings it to Button. Button back to Bierman. Rolls off a leg, but it will stay MacDonald ball. Sayan on the inbound. That ball's given away. As two, goes for two. That's no good there. Back out now, trying a long shot. That was O. But Bierman will recover for MacDonald. Bierman swings it across the top of the arch to Sayan. Putting one up there, and Button gets the first 2 points of the night.
I'm seeing some very strong offenses from both teams tonight. Hopefully signaling out a high-scoring game today.
Coaches may hate it, but the fans are the ones who win when the game score is high. Rivera looking, nothing there. Scoreboard updated to reflect the current score. That is 2-0 in favor of the Condors. Now moving up is Sayan. Sayan gets it to Button. Button, the only point scorer so far tonight, walks out of bounds. Andrew Hill will take control. Moves it over to Barajas. Barajas, and that's the first jump ball possession change of the night. Bierman gets it to Sayan. Sayan back to Bierman. Goes over the top of the rim. Now Sayan. Bierman going for two. That one doesn't work. Another chance. Now Sayan. And looks like 5 seconds too many is the call there. Andrew Hill ball.
We saw a lot of offensive rebounds on that last McDonald possession there. I wonder if they're going to keep that up or if the Andrew Hill defense is going to work on how to adapt to that.
Check there. And we will get our first free throws of the night. One down, one to go. violation. On the Condors, one more shot for Andrew Hill. That one goes up, but is recovered by the Falcons. They still trail by 1. Up top is 2. 2 to 0. 0 from long range. No luck there. Andrew Hill maintains possession. Looking inbound. Gets it in. And a fight for it there. Rivera comes up with it, but that one doesn't fly. Button back the other way. Sending one over to Sayan. Sayan now up top to Lingad. That one doesn't go. And clear our own zone is 0 now. And 2 will slow things down. Across the midline. 5:25 left to go in the first frame of action here between the Andrew Hill Falcons and MacDonald Condors. Oh, now swings it, taking a shot there. That one rolls high off the backboard and off the rim. 2 recovers, draws a foul.
When bringing up that last possession, we saw number 11 miss 2. Really pacing out the game there. Bringing up slowly, waiting for our offense to set up. And then leading to that offensive rebound in the end of that.
Ball now runs coast to coast to roll out of bounds. Andrew Hill will maintain possession. Just has to go the other way. 2 beats 2, beats a third. Now over to 0. Inside.
Seems to be a 3-second offensive violation there from, I'm assuming, number 2 from Andrew Hill.
Moving back the other way, here's Panchalainen. Gets it over to Bierman. Back out, avoids the backcourt is Lingad. Lingad with a Button. Button gonna let one go. That one just bounces out. Button gets it back again. Back to Bierman. Bierman from 3. Takes a few steps. Sends it over now. Leah goes up.
Beautiful spin move from number 21 there, Miss Leah. However, just bounced out there. Additionally, we were seeing some great pressure from MacDonald when Andrew Hill was bringing up the ball.
Now Bierman's pass just out of reach of Leah. And MacDonald will take the first timeout of the night. 4:23 left to go in the first quarter. We'll be back on the Santa Clara High School Broadcasting Network. Back live now. As Lingad looks for Leah. Leah, nice little move there. Leah was good in the first game for MacDonald. The Condors definitely want to see more from her if they're looking to beat what is not a bad Andrew Hill team. Bierman watches Felix. One up and a foul there. Nice athleticism there by 2 to go jump up and get that.
21.
Moves it over the top. Andrew Hill trying to move around. 2 now, gets it. No one home. Lingad, she's got Leah up, doesn't look. Takes it back out to the arch. Up top is Pangelainen. Pangelainen, back to Button. Button now. Back to Lingad, Lingad to Leah. Loses control, gets it back to Lingad. Lingad moves in, draws a foul.
In that last MacDonald possession, we saw some great post footwork from number 21, Miss Leah here, which led to that bucket there.
Leah goes up, gets 2 and 1.
Again, we see number 21 cut through that defense for that and 1 bucket.
Back the other way, 6-1 the score, 3:05 left to play in the first frame between the Condors and Falcons. Condors holding the lead. Button sends it over to Bierman. Leah now from the left. Up top, ball swings over to Lingad. Lingad, time expiring on the shot clock, has to do something, tries to get it to Leah. Andrew Hill takes the ball. Shot clock violation. Both teams. Ball rolls in, 2 picks it up. Smiling in the corner there, watching the game is Saeed Muhammad. Two shot, twists off the rim. Second, that one will fly as Bierman knocks it into Sayan. Sayan trying to move something up here for MacDonald. Bierman now looks to Button. Button trying to cut into the paint, goes up, gets a check. Leah recovers for MacDonald, and an 8-2 lead now for the Condors. 2-on-1, no look over her head, over to Rivera. Nifty play there. Has 2 now, tries to bring it in. She finds a lane, goes up. Hard aggressive move there. Bierman now gets it out to Leah. Takes too many steps on the play. And a timeout.
Even this early
Andrew
into the
Hill.
game, we're seeing number 21's great offensive presence in the post there. Already putting up, I believe it's 6 or 7 points at this point now. However, with 2 minutes left in the first, sorry. It seems that we already have a bonus here.
You look to our right, you'll see the late grader himself, Saeed Muhammad. We will check in with him at halftime to get his thoughts on the tournament so far and upcoming look at all the games in action on Saturday. back in. Ball in a mosh pit there. Bierman wrestling for it with Ochoa. Jump ball, MacDonald.
Just there, we saw that pass intercepted and blocked by Pangilinan, number 30 from MacDonald. Great reading of the play there.
Bierman up to Button. Button now goes over to Leah. She'll let one go for a long two. That one is recovered. Pangilinan now in the paint, goes for two. That one just goes off and wide. Another play there, and that's a foul while in motion. And a bonus. Two for two on the free throws. We got a two-possession game. 1:24 to play in this first quarter. Bierman now from the line. That one misses. Gets it back up top. Will try to cut into the paint. Gets it back out now to Sayan. Sayan needs help. Looks for Button. She'll get it there. Button now trying to cut in. Gets it back out to Bierman. Bierman looks for options. Has Sayan. Sayan, time running down, 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Sayan gets it over to Leah. She'll try an off-angled shot. That's recovered by the Falcons. Back the other way. As one. And stood up by Bierman there on the play. First shot there. MacDonald's going to watch these fouls. They have given up, I believe, every single point for this Andrew Hill team has been from the line. As Bierman now.
I agree with Andrew. MacDonald definitely has to keep watching their fouls going into the other quarters now. Although that last Andrew Hill bucket did not count, they got one back with the bonus free throws there.
Leah. And a travel there on MacDonald. Ball is inbounded and brought up by O. O finds a lane, goes up, gets a foul, and she'll get two. Another foul.
Now that was a great drive to the basket from number 14, Miss O. However, she did not make the shot, but I do believe she did get the shooting foul call on that and is now getting two free throws.
First one there goes off the back iron. Second one catapults off as MacDonald looks to recover. Back the other way, 15 seconds left in this quarter. MacDonald holding an 8-5 lead. 10 seconds now on the clock. Trying to get one over. Sayan wide open in no man's land. That's no good. Back the other way, lead pass now. Has to put something up, out of time. And at the end of one, the MacDonald Condors hold an 8-5 lead. We will be right back here on the Santa Clara High School Broadcasting Network.
Welcome back to the ACHS broadcast. We're just now starting the second quarter of the Andrew Hill versus MacDonald game. Last quarter, we did see a lot of desperate shots coming from MacDonald here from this impressive defense coming from Andrew Hill. Right there, we just saw another example of that defense as MacDonald just turned over the ball.
MacDonald struggling with turnovers and fouls, especially in that first quarter. Getting into foul trouble is never good, especially not early, because a close game can change when one key player gets removed or a bonus gets hit early. Rolls off the floor now. Here comes Button. Button moves up, swings it back now to Sayan. Sayan to Pangilinan.
We saw MacDonald here on the when the ball was being brought up by Andrew Hill. They were trying to apply some defensive pressure there as it was being brought up. However, Andrew Hill seems to be used to that kind of pressure there and just easily passes by.
Bierman now. Looks, has Pangilinan. Puts one. That one doesn't fly. Out on Andrew Hill. Ball into Pangilinan. This time out on her as well. The MacDonald coach, not a fan of that last call, maybe a fan of this as Bierman gets a look. That one just caroms off the back of the rim. Back the other way. Here comes O. O. Doesn't go. As Button looks to recover now for the Condors. Here comes Button. Button now. Pangilinan recovers the ball. Back up top. Here goes Lingad. Lingad. Bierman now wrestling for the ball. And a jump there on a great effort by O to keep holding on even as Bierman closed in.
Just on that last fast break, we saw the quick decision from O to hit that pull-up jumper three. However, obviously, it was just off the mark there.
Miscue to start the possession and end the possession as well. Unfortunate break. Now moving forwards. Here comes two. Best player on Andrew Hill tonight by far. Barajas, we're going to make a case there. Foul on the play though. And MacDonald will draw a foul. "30-second timeout. MacDonald holding an 8-5 lead, 6:15 left to go in the second quarter. Now moving it over to Lingad. Lingad to Button up top. Button to Bierman from the line back to Lingad. Lingad looks, gets Button. Button to Leah. Nice pass over the top. Just couldn't finish there. Was 21 in dark. 11 for Andrew Hill. Sending it over to O. O cuts in, one-handed shot. Nice finish, nice follow through. Gets the nod of approval from my partner in crime.
That was a great pump fake straight to the drive to the floater from number 14 there, Miss O.
And Andrew Hill brings it within one. 8-7 the score. MacDonald holding that 1-point lead. 5:24 left to play in the first half. Moving in, a rare moment here as 2 loses control of the ball. You don't see that often from Andrew Hill's best player. Now going back, here comes Sayan. Sayan over to Lingad. Lingad finds Bierman from the line. That's good. Back to a 3-point lead for the Condors. Condors now, 2 gets it, up to O. O takes her time now, moving up the court. Sends one high, just over the head of Felix. And MacDonald will take back the ball.
I think the main reason why Andrew Hill is able to overcome this pressuring defense from MacDonald over here at their backcourt is because they're just looking so far ahead to other players that are open there. Additionally, I think MacDonald's core pieces to their offense are number 21, Miss Leah, and number 1, Miss Bierman there. I have not seen too much on any of the other players scoring so far from MacDonald.
Shot taken up by Ramirez. That's her first attempt of the night. Now as Sayan surveys from the top right. Bierman swings it to Button. Button looking. Ball taken away now, but recovered by Lingad. Lingad up top. Sends it over to Leah. That one's stolen away by Andrew Hill. Coming up now is O. O sends it to 2. 2 now. Nice move. Cuts in. That one just goes wide. Looking a bit deflated there, but a great individual effort nevertheless. Now Button. Leah gets it in the paint. Going up. Out of bounds.
Just in that last Andrew Hill possession, that was a great move from number 11, Miss 2. However, she just could not finish that.
Bierman and Pangilinan make the switch. And that one's knocked out of bounds by Sayan. Ball taken, stolen away, Button no one there. That's 2, and MacDonald now has a 2-possession lead. Player down for Andrew Hill. Looks to be okay. And a bit of discomfort, but nothing too bad.
Hopefully.
And Rivera now walking, favoring that right foot ever so slightly. But Andrew Hill will keep the ball, nevertheless.
Long
Gets
pass
a
from
long
Andrew Hill.
pass. Go ahead, partner.
That was a long pass from Andrew Hill. However, they recovered perfectly and got that bucket there.
Nice play-by-play there from Ashton Molina. Now Sayan moving it up. Gets it to Lingad. Lingad back to Button up top. Button surveys. Tries to cut in. Sends it to Lingad. No one on her. Button gets a free shot there, but just can't capitalize. Button again. Gets fouled. Goes to the line. Say it with me. For 2.
For 2. We're seeing here in this second quarter with only 3 minutes left that MacDonald has seemed to fix their foul trouble, only having actually 0 fouls so far. A drastic difference compared to their last quarter.
Second shot for Button. That's good. 13-9, the lead. 2, no one on her. Trying to finish a shot. Gets a foul. Nice play there by 2. But she's down. That's not good.
Again, they tried that long pass, and it did connect to number 11 there, who went up for the layup. However, missed a shot and got lots of contact on her way down.
Another player down for Andrew Hill. Taking a moment to catch her breath. That's 2. Just missed that first one. Substitutions now for MacDonald.
Number 21, Miss Lai, has been subbed out for number 3.
As Button moves back the other way. Button now stops, takes a step back. That one misses, and 2 will recover. Talk about 2, taking a second, gets knocked down, gets back up, takes the free throws. Doesn't make them, but that takes a lot of guts to do that. And now moving is Ochoa. Back to 2, swings it to O. O gets it to 2. 2 for 3. That one's just short.
We saw some great offensive rebounds there from number 13 on Andrew Hill, Miss Ochoa. However, I do believe that one of those rebounds should have been called a travel, as she was trying to take the ball away and took one too many steps there.
That's going to be Andrew Hill ball. On the inbound is Felix. Felix gets it over and back. Oh, jumping with an Odell Beckham Jr. style catch there to snag that one out of midair. O's going to get it back. Looks to cut into the paint. Will do so. Doesn't get anything from it, but her teammate will get a foul. Ball passed to 2, a bit too low there. No good.
We're seeing that strong start from MacDonald really come into play here in the second, at the end of the second quarter here, as they still keep their lead. Although not much right now, it is that difference that they need here.
If you're just joining us, the Condors holding on to a 13-9 lead with 1:41 left to go in the second frame. Now O. Surveying, up top is Felix. Gets it back to O. O looking for a lane. Both teams now with just 1 foul to give. Up top, going for the long. That's good.
Great shot there from number 22. Additionally, we've been seeing some really powerful passes from number 3 from Andrew Hill, Miss Strong. Strong arm there, and really accurate as well.
Bierman gets it back to Punjalainen. more fouls to give for Andrew Hill. Pungalinan's first. Goes in, no sweat.
Number 1, Miss Ramirez from Andrew Hill coming in from Miss 2.
And number 2 for Pangilinan creeps over the rim and retaking the lead, but back the other way. Good breakup play there by Lingad. Throws it in. .101 left to go. Both coaches chewing out their players. Got to play to the whistle. Knocked out of bounds there is Button. And we've seen this. I've noticed a trend here. Andrew Hill, their offense either is getting stuffed immediately by MacDonald, but once they get it going, it's very hard for MacDonald to make any play whatsoever to stop them. They get multiple shots off, typically. And on the rare occasion, a turnover here. Now Lingad going coast to coast to prove me wrong. But O picks it back up, sending it. Here goes Felix. That one folds off the rim. Back the other way is Sayan. Sayan steps back. Pangilinan goes up for 2.
Again, I agree with Andrew on that last take there. Andrew Hill's offense is really strong once they get into their flow. However, if you stop that early, it becomes very easy to get that ball away from them.
Pangilinan second. That's a wash there.
With just around 20 seconds left in the second quarter, we're seeing a change here with Andrew Hill giving MacDonald those bonus free throws now.
Sand shot that one, just caroms off the side. Button now with 11 to go. That's no good. Sand will recover it. Going for a long one. That one rolls off the rim. Button now, a few seconds left to go. She'll put it up. That one's no good. Recovered by Andrew Hill. And Mr. Muhammad signaling towards us. We will get his thoughts in just a moment. But for those of you keeping score at home, MacDonald with a 15-12 lead. 10-minute halftime coming up, and then we'll be back with third quarter action. But stay tuned as one of the minds of the game comes in and talks to us. We will be joined by Saheed Muhammad in just a second. And welcome back to the Santa Clara High School Broadcasting Network. I'm the play-by-play commentator here for this tournament, Andy Littlefield, joined by one of the minds of the game, Saheed Mohammed. How are you doing tonight, sir?
I'm doing well, thank you. I'm doing well.
Yes, sir is probably a bit too respectful here. Tough game last night. How do you guys respond going into that last game? I know 2-point loss, not something you want to see. What's a positive you guys can take out of that?
It was great energy. And we learned a lot every game. I learned a little bit more about them. I got a team that's 12 freshmen, 1 sophomore, 1 returner was out injured, and so I know what they're capable of. They know what they are, and we just keep improving every game. Lots of energy. I love the effort. It was a good game. It was a winnable game. That's the hard part, but I love the effort.
Of course, some calls, some interesting things happening during the game. Just what went through your mind? Take you back to the third quarter when the teams decided to switch sides. You made sure to harp for the rest of the game on that. Have you ever seen that before in your 65 years of coaching now?
62, but
62, sorry.
usually the ref stops it right away, but it happened for I think 2 possessions, and I was kind of confused. But it took me a minute. It took me a minute too, so I'm not gonna lie, because everyone just sold it so well that it almost made me believe it. So I was saying they're confused, but yeah, it was interesting. But in JV basketball, you see everything.
All right, yeah, I'm sitting on the sidelines. You know, I'm a bit of a newer fan to basketball. I'm like, what is going on here? I thought I was just wrong, but
No, you were not. You were not.
either way, you guys have the game tomorrow. What adjustments are you going to make to try to come in and just end the weekend on a win?
We're not playing the same team, so it's gonna be a very different adjustment. The last team played all man on us. Even their press was a man press. And we're playing Westmont. Westmont runs a 2-2-1 full court press. It's a zone press, so it's a very different type of press. And even on defense, they usually sit in a 2-3 zone defense. So our offense and the way we bring the ball up the court is going to be completely different. But what's most important is we got to take care of the basketball. No unforced turnovers. We had a lot of those. And if we cut those down, I think we're going to improve a lot.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Welcome back, everybody, to the SCHA's broadcast. We're here at the top of the third quarter. MacDonald Condors leading 15-12 over Andrew Hill. It's Andrew Hill ball right now with the pull-up jumper from 2, just off the mark there.
Oh, now recovers on the outside. Defense a bit too strong there. And another foul. Again, bonuses for both teams in the first quarter. And for Andrew Hill in the second. Watch for foul trouble as we hit the second half of this game. Moving forwards, here's Bierman, takes a shot. 2, great two-way play there. Wrestling for the ball, trying to earn every inch right now. Our team trails by 3. Moving up for a shot, that one short, back the other way. Bierman to Button. Button over to Lingad. Lingad down to Sayan. Sayan, Button up top. Back to Lingad now. Swings it up to Bierman. Bierman from the top of the arch. Goes to Lingad, up to Button. Time running down here as Sayan gets it to Bierman. She'll go from the line. Look to get blocked there. And a jump ball.
On that last MacDonald play, we did see the shot clock expire, followed up by another play from Andrew Hill. Right there, we just saw a steal from Andrew Hill. However, I don't think they're going to count it.
Told to reset on the play. Sayan moves it. Down to Button. Button trying to cut in. Will get it back out now. It's Lingad. That ball stolen away by O. O all alone on the break. Gets 2 and 1 to boot.
That was a great sequence from Miss O there. Starting off with that swipe to cancel that shot from MacDonald. Bringing it down the court into the leg with contact and the end one there. Now we're just hoping that she makes this free throw to complete this amazing sequence here.
Full timeout now for the Falcons. Out of the timeout, Andrew Hill still with a free throw. They now have the lead despite the missed bucket. they will have that 16-15 lead. Two, again, showing that two-way dominance, going back the other way, sends it up. Felix keeps it in bounds, but Lingad recovers on the desperation save. Watched by Barajas. Sends it in to Nayataba.
That last bucket from Miss O from Andrew Hill did actually give Andrew Hill their first lead of the night, coming at 16-15, Andrew Hill up.
Moving now, throwing one down. Two, tries to get it. That one goes too far.
And again, we saw that strong pass from number 2, Miss Felix here.
Now moving up, here's Pangilinan. Pangilinan surveys, 2, takes it away. Looking for redemption, will slow it down. All alone, that's an easy bucket there for the Falcons. 18-15, they now hold their first 3-point lead of the game. Pangilinan now struggling in the backcourt. Gets it to Bierman. Bierman, watched by 2. Bierman, and that's recovered by O. O back the other way now for the Falcons. O cuts in, back up top, going for a long shot. That one hits off the back of the rim, and Button picks it up, back the other way. Button now rolls off her foot.
In these past couple minutes, I've seen a lot of intercepted passes from MacDonald here, giving Andrew Hill, I'm assuming, 6 or 7 points already just now, which greatly contributed to their lead as it's now 18-15, while in the first half they were trailing behind MacDonald by 2, maybe 4 points.
A couple, mostly one possession, but a couple 2 possessions in there. Pangilinan now looking to bring the score closer, but can't. 2 sends one up. Fast break now for Andrew Hill. So many players back that 2 go for it. And they still have a chance to recover, but the basket chance is not good. Button now. Throws one to Bierman. Niataba back to Bierman. Long. And a chance by Pangilinan to keep it in, but can't.
That was just almost a backcourt violation there from MacDonald as it got knocked away from by Andrew Hill there. However, they did recover and continued their play.
Moving back. Wide open to O. 2 makes the breakout pass. Now over to Felix. Felix down to O. Gonna give it to 2 for 3. And that one just off the cup handle. But now moves in. Recovered now by 2.
I've been seeing some great passes here on the fast break from Andrew Hill, passing up maybe 30, 40 feet ahead of them, which leads to those easy layups there.
Just joining us, Andrew Hill with an 18-15 lead over the MacDonald Condors. 3:52 left to play in the third quarter. One of those reasons. I cut in here, try to extend that lead, and Andrew Hill with their first 2-possession game.
That was an amazing pull-up from 3. The pump fake from 3, pull into the mid-range with the pull-up jumper there from 2 with the swish. Because number 12 is back from that contact that she endured in the first half that left her back on the bench.
Going back the other way. Iverson to Button. Button. Hands up top to Pangilinan. Bierman now. Tries to swing it. Gets it back for Button. Button now. Watched by O. Knocked out of bounds. Number 20, Iverson, checking in for the first time this game. Let's see what kind of an impact she can make. Pangilinan up top. Gets it over. That pass just out of reach, picked off by Rivera. And Andrew Hill has had 4 or 5 fast break opportunities, all shut down because the passes have been too long.
Although we have seen this strategy effective in their past plays, it just seems that maybe these new players just aren't correctly reading their teammates properly and how fast they're going or where they're going to be when the ball lands there. However, I think after this timeout, they may have already been adjusted and fix their shots accordingly.
Welcome back, 3:09 to play in this third quarter between the MacDonald Condors and Andrew Hill Falcons. Andrew Hill holding a 20-15 lead, their first 2 possession lead of the game. With a chance to get that back now. Button draws the foul and will go to the line for 2.
Both teams now are just creeping towards those bonus free throw territory, so they might want to start watching those fouls now.
Not just that, but that would be the 3rd time this game. First one for Button's good. Got to remember, there's only so many players on that court at once. You can only take so many fouls. In the first, there were at least 12. As Button goes 2 for 2. Now O, swinging one in to Barajas. That one doesn't fly. Now Pangilinan back the other way. Pangilinan with the step over her left shoulder. That one doesn't go. Off a few heads that rolls. But Pangilinan with a great play. Tries to get it back to Niataba, but no luck there. Now cutting in. There's O. That doesn't go. Up to Pangilinan. Pangilinan now. Cuts into the paint. Gets fouled. She'll go to the line. And more importantly now, Andrew Hill, no more fouls left to give. If you're liking the action so far, stay tuned. Our next game will be a thriller between Monte Vista and Hollister. First one deadens off the rim there. Pangilinan buffs the cylinder there for number 2 as well. Now up to O. She's got a step. O now slowing things down. Going for long. That doesn't work. Pangilinan picks it back up. Now to Button. Button now. Back the other way. Tries to get into the paint. Will do. From the free throw line. That one doesn't fly. Bierman now back to Pangilinan. Got to watch here. Back the other way is Rivera for Andrew Hill.
Great play that last position from O. Getting that that pass, receiving that pass, then going back to the three-point line to reset and start that shot. Although off, it did allow for a great opportunity there.
2 back in for Andrew Hill. Let's see what she can do. 2 from the left side, swings it over to O. Nice pass there. O now with a step. Nice little layup there, rolls one off the fingers for that one. 22-17, Andrew Hill lead, 1:24 left to play in the quarter.
Great play from Miss O there, using that screen and to go into a floater off the glass there.
And a foul on MacDonald. They now have 1 to give. And again, only so many players on that court, only so many fouls you can get here. I'd really start watching because there has to be a few of these with at least 2, if not 3.
Not only are each of the teams in risk of getting those bonus free throws, they're also at risk of their players fouling out of the game.
Here comes Button back the other way. Lingan doesn't go. 2 now, great individual effort. Picks it up, trying to beat Bierman. She's got a step. Nice little aggressive play.
Number 11 there missed 2. Contact from 2 different players there while driving to the rim. Although there are some disputes that this might have been an offensive foul. You wanted to look as well?
That one taken back now. That's 5 and the bonus.
We're back in the third quarter, 35 seconds left, and MacDonald has gone their bonus free throws because Andrew Hill has reached 5 fouls this quarter. It is going to be Andrew Hill ball going right now.
That was thanks to a jump now as O moves it across the logo. O on the top of the arch, sends it to 2, looking to cut in. Nice little step there. 2 gets another 2 for Andrew Hill.
That was a great move from Miss 2 there. A little pump fake along the baseline, 2-way step through right past number 21 of MacDonald.
Hitting the cha-cha slide there, can't do that. Too many steps, that's a travel. Andrew Hill will take the ball from the sideline. O trying to move it in, 12 seconds left in the quarter. 2, over to Felix, back down to O. O takes a few steps.
Great move there
one
from
home.
Miss O. That might have looked like a travel to some people. However, it was only 2 steps going through the contact into that layup.
Making full use of leg extensions there. 26-17, Andrew Hill leads by 9, 1 quarter left to go.
Welcome back to the SCHS Broadcast Network. We're here commentating the Andrew Hill versus MacDonald Varsity Girls basketball game. Start of the fourth quarter. Andrew Hill's leading 26-17. And I'm here with my partner, Andrew Littlefield. Andrew, how are your feelings about this game so far?
I'm worried about the fouls. You know, it's fourth quarter. Teams, you know, it's still only a 9-point game here. So there's a chance to get back. We saw last game, it was Westmont that tried to run the foul game to no avail there. But we've seen bonuses in all three quarters so far. And the opposing team, for either both teams or a 5-4 split on the fouls, there's only so many players on the court. I've harped that all night. I'm worried that some people are going to start fouling out. Speaking of it, there's another one.
Additionally, I do believe the core of Andrew Hill's offense does lie in number 11, Miss 2, and number 14, Miss O. They put up many buckets this game, leading them to this 9-point lead here in the fourth.
First one, vaults off the back. Secondary chance there. That's no good. And another foul.
We see here MacDonald subbing in number 22, who just got that foul. This is probably signifying that that player is in foul trouble, as in fouling out of the game.
And now Andrew Hill with a fast break. There goes, oh. And Andrew Hill with the first double-digit lead of the night. They got 11 on MacDonald. MacDonald trying to get something happen. Bierman now got options up top. Sends it up to Sayan. Sayan swings. And Bierman recovers that one. Bierman looking. Doesn't have it. Shot by Iverson. Niataba, that's too late there. Shot clock violation.
Seems that number 21, Miss Niataba, still got that shooting foul and is now shooting those 2 free throws.
So a buzzer beater foul right there. And fouls being the story of this game.
Again, Andrew Hill is going to start needing to look out for those fouls. It's only an 11-point lead here, but if they keep fouling, getting those shooting fouls, and with the bonus, that lead can very well drop to 0.
Keep in mind, if you're Andrew Hill, you are 5 players fewer, only a 9-person team here. So the fouls really start to add up, especially when they're the ones that have been giving away bonuses the whole night. Pungalina now trying to score something naturally. Sayan switching up top. Bierman now backcourt. Can't do that.
That is the backcourt because there was no tip from Andrew Hill in that possession there. I'm seeing a lot more efficient, more smart plays coming from both ends here, mainly from MacDonald, though, getting more spread out on their offense and getting more and smarter buckets there.
Calling the full timeout, they'll look to add to that. MacDonald still trailing by 10, 28-18 the score, 6:17 left to go in the fourth quarter. Ball inbounded now to O, trying to add to the 10-point lead of Andrew Hill in the paint. Big play there off a Falcon, MacDonald ball.
High off the glass there for both of those shots from Andrew Hill there.
Trying to move it up. Here comes Sayan up to Pangilinan. Pangilinan over to Lingat. Sorry, that's Iverson. Back to Pangilinan. Up top now, that's Sayan. Sayan surveying. Back to Iverson. Switches it back up top. Takes a few steps there. But Pangilinan now, 5 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Has to put something up. Sends a floater. No good. Andrew Hill recovers. Keep going. Now moving. And Andrew Hill with another turnover. No foul, no nothing, just natural. MacDonald still trailing by 10. 5:20 left to play in the fourth and final frame. Jump ball, they'll keep it. Goes up top to Pangilinan. Now over to Iverson. Iverson surveys, goes Pangilinan. Now up top to Sayan. Sayan looking, tries to cut in. Takes a few. Fans call one, the officials do not. As O trying to go the other way. Here comes O, all alone. Doesn't work, gets her own rebound. Clears it back out, resets. We've seen O do this a couple of times tonight as that one goes off the back iron. And another chance just moves wide. Scramble for the ball here. Bierman recovers. But O, again, very good at that recovery there. Anytime there's a rebound, always first to jump on it.
Along with that, not only the first to get that rebound, the first to bring it back out to reset their play. That's something I haven't seen too much with all the other teams I've commentated so far. They don't bring the ball out to reset their play. If anything, they'll stay under the hoop, in trouble, and put up a very bad shot.
As someone who plays the sport with a 30-second shot clock, the biggest pet peeve of coaches, especially after getting a shot off in the waning seconds, is shooting right away. You have a full 30. You're always told to use the full clock. Taking a bunch of shots, it's great, but you got to hit them for them to count. So sometimes slowing it down is how you do that.
That last play there, we did see Miss O get the steal and the layup there.
Niataba cutting in to the lead for Andrew Hill, but it's not going to do much. Andrew Hill still holding it by 10. Going up top is Felix. That one flies wide. MacDonald with a good timeout there. 32nd, 3:31 left to play in the fourth and final frame. Andrew Hill still holding on to that 10-point lead. Pangilinan up top to Bierman. MacDonald still trailing by 10. Niataba and 2 in on it. That's a jump ball.
right there. We just saw another shooting foul from MacDonald, giving number 14, Miss O, those two free throws. I do believe that this is MacDonald's second foul of the quarter here. Both of them were tied 2-2 in fouls here. It's starting to creep towards that bonus range.
First one there. Nothing but net. One more for O. Karam's high. And MacDonald will get the ball.
It was a great attempt for a recovery there after that free throw. However, they were just not there to get that ball.
Bierman up to Pangilinan. Watch now by Barajas. Pangilinan up top now. As Sayan tries to make something happen. Gets it into Niataba and draws another foul.
Again, in these last two possessions, we have seen that foul trouble we've been speaking on throughout this entire game here. We have Andrew Hill creeping toward 4 fouls, almost 5 here, and then MacDonald's still at 2 here.
Second shot. That one can't fly either. Sends a prayer up there. Risky pass, recovered now. Back the other way. Taking a long range shot. That one doesn't go. Pangilinan now back the other way. Pangilinan sees a lane, tries to cut in, rolls off of an Andrew Hill player. MacDonald will keep control.
I see some great hustle from Miss O and Miss 2 here, intercepting the ball, bringing it down the court as fast as they can, and getting those buckets either solo, by themselves, or like as a team effort there. But either way, great hustle on their end.
Jump ball, it will stay MacDonald. 19 seconds on the shot clock. They trail 31-20 with 2:32 left to go. Moving. Now, Sita Magari. Sita Magari looks in, draws the foul.
Andrew Hill with their 4th foul of this quarter, 1 more, and they're in bonus territory.
Gets it back, Bierman. Pangilinan now sends it to Niataba. Going for a long 2. Doesn't fly there. Sayan now. Trying. See the Magari's shot. Goes off. And a pass will be Andrew Hill ball. Now, on the inbound, that one just slips out of the way. Bierman's pass broken up by Felix. And O will send a long ball now to 2, kicked off the foot of Sita Magari. 1:49 left to play in the 4th and final frame here between the MacDonald Condors and Andrew Hill Falcons.
That last rebound, we saw some great athleticism from Miss 2 here on Andrew Hill. Just getting up there and contesting that rebound against someone who is much taller than her.
And now in bonus territory. First one doesn't fly. Number 2, that one launches off the back. The other one, this one pops out. And back the other way is O, now at the top of the left. Trying to move in, takes his shot there. That one just goes wide. That's Ramirez. Switch now is O. O circling up top. Top of the arch now. Looking for options. 1:15 left to go in the game. Andrew Hill with an 11-point lead. And yet another foul on the night.
Number 2, Miss Felix inbounding the ball. High pass to number 14, Miss O. Goes up for that layup. Reverse layup was good. Now we're going to see Miss 23 from MacDonald bringing it down the court. Being stalled here by number 4. That pass was just blocked by number 2, Miss Felix from Leah Nyataba on MacDonald. Baseline inbound from Bierman with the shooting foul on Miss Nyataba.
And yet another foul there.
Even without that shooting foul, they would have still gone those 2 free throws simply because of that bonus. And this is where I was, this is what I was concerned about before, because even though they have the lead now, and although it's still less than a minute left to go, they're cutting down that lead even by 2 points. .21 with the first free throw. Just bounced off the rim. And the second. Just rattles out, but with the offensive rebound by Pangaleon. Back up to Miss Nataba. Stolen away by number 4 on Andrew Hill, and is brought up. And so consider that 3 there. Pass it down to the post. They're going to call a travel on number 11 there, Miss 2. And it's going to be MacDonald ball once again. .30 seconds left in the game. Miss Bierman tried to bring it up into the post. Was just knocked away by number 5 from Andrew Hill.
27.2 seconds left to go. We hope you stay with us. 10 minutes after this game ends, we will be back live with Hollister and Monte Vista. Back to you, Ashton.
Number 21, Miss Nataba, with that great pump fake in the post, up into that layup there. Easy buckets for her. Unfortunate call there. First travel of the night from Miss O. It's going to be MacDonald ball once again, even though they just got the possession. Miss Pangaleon is going to bring it down off the wing there. Passes to number 23, who shoots a 3 at the top of the key. It just bounces out. Rebound by Miss 2. He's going to stay at the baseline there, waiting for the game clock to run out. And there we have it. End of the game for Andrew Hill versus MacDonald. Andrew Hill 33, MacDonald 22. This has been Ashton Belina and Andrew Littlefield. We hope you'll tune in next time.
Be back in 10 minutes. Monte Vista and Hollister right after this short break.